Aita for telling my husband I'm leaving him when he was in the middle of a meltdown. My husband and I have been together for 8 years now. I have 2 sons from my previous marriage, aged 13 and 9, and I just gave birth to our daughter 3 months ago. Before I gave birth, and even for a few weeks after, our home life was wonderful. Friends often told us they wished they could find someone who made them as happy as we made each other. We rarely had disagreements, and our communication was solid. He was fantastic with my boys, attending every parent-teacher conference, doctor's appointment, school event, and often taking them out to play baseball and basketball. But everything changed about 2 to 3 weeks after I gave birth. He became angry, depressed, and impatient. The kids and I started walking on eggshells constantly. He grew lazy, stopping cleaning up after himself or helping around the house. Yet he'd say things to my kids like, "You guys need to pick up after yourselves. Me and your mother shouldn't have to follow you around and clean your messes," even though he never cleaned at all. I couldn't even get him to wash his own dinner plate without him having a meltdown. Every day he was angry. If something went wrong, like losing something he had set down an everyday event, he would freak out. He'd say things like, "Yup, awesome, so glad life wants to mess me over." Or, "Why does this always happen to me? Can't I just have a good day for once?" But he always made it my problem and the kids' problem. If he lost something, no matter the time, he flipped out and expected me to find it. Once, I told him my oldest son had to go to the ER because of a bad rash, and he said, "Have your mom take him," because he was using my vehicle. Another day, after his early morning freak-out, I was exhausted with only 3 hours of sleep. He rushed me out of the house to do his errands, even though I didn't get out of the car, and then screamed, "What's your problem? Can't we just have a good day for once?" As if I was the reason his life was bad. This was not the man I married. Last night, around 11:30 p.m., he started freaking out again. He lost an important item he needed for work, and began slamming things around the bedroom. He kept repeating, "Great, awesome, love it," until I got up to help him look. As soon as I stood, he stopped looking and just walked behind me holding his phone's flashlight. We couldn't find it, and he didn't go to work because of it. Another new behavior since the baby was born. He even calls out for minor reasons, like the wind blowing the wrong way. I lay back down, and he practically body slammed the bed beside me. He started huffing, puffing, sighing heavily, growling, and clawing at his face, talking about how stupid life was. I asked him to stop, and he said, "Forget you." So I told him I was done. I'm leaving, and me and my kids' things would be out of the house by today. He said, "Whatever," and went to sleep. I woke up at 5 a.m. and started packing. He came out around 7 and asked what I was doing. I told him again I was done and leaving. He said I was leaving him in his time of need, and that he would never do that to me. But he kind of did. I was diagnosed with postpartum depression just 4 days after giving birth, and he completely ignored that, making everything about how much his life sucks. He'd say things like, "I know you're feeling some way, but I have stuff going on too. No one asks me how I am." Or make passive-aggressive comments like, "Wish I could sleep all day," when I was 6 days postpartum after falling asleep on the couch. He does no nighttime duties with the baby. He says I'm leaving him in his time of need, and that I should have urged him to get therapy instead of walking away. But his anger has made me hate him. I don't even want to be near him. I want to reiterate that I have tried talking to him about all this. The moment I bring up anything bothering me, he immediately shifts the blame. He says I'm attacking him and tells me, "As if you don't have your own issues that I have to deal with every day." He tells me it's all in my head, and has even called me a narcissist several times in the past 2 months. He claims I'm accusing him because things aren't going my way. He often says he does everything, and that we, me and my kids, don't respect him. So yes, I have tried to talk to him, but he's completely defensive and refuses to discuss the issues. Except one time when he was drinking, he admitted he's being an asshole and that we don't deserve to be treated this way.